Good morning, everybody. Today I am here to present the subject science. Before going the class, first I introduced the first SEM syllabus. They are chemical reactions and equations, acids, bases and salts, metals and non-metals, life processes, control and coordination, electricity, magnetic effects of electric current over environment. Okay, dear students, so we shall discuss about the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. Have you heard the name of the chemicals? Yes, you have here the name of the chemicals. So what are the importance of the chemicals in our daily life? So what happen when chemical reactions will be and takes place? So let us see in this chapter. So chemical reactions and equations. So consider the following situations of daily life. Think what happen when milk is left at room temperature during summer, rusting of iron, grapes get fermented, food gets digested in our body, we respire. So all the situations in the nature and the identity of the initial substance have somewhat changed. So we have already learnt about physical and chemical change of matter in your previous class. Here the name of the physical and chemical change in your previous classes. Yes, here the name of the physical and chemical change of matter in your previous classes. Now let us recall about that. Here physical change. Here physical change means it is a temporary change. Physical change is a temporary change in which no new substances is formed. No new substances is formed. Physical change is a temporary change in which no new substances is formed. For example, burning of candle, boiling of water, melting of ice, freezing are the examples of physical change. Why these are the examples of physical change? When candle is burned, boiling of water, melting of ice and freezing. So it is a temporary change. Here no new substances is formed. So that's why it is called it as physical change. And then chemical change. Chemical change is a permanent change. Chemical change is a permanent change in which original substance gives rise to new substance. Original substance gives rise to new substance. For example, burning of wood. Burning of wood, cooking of food, rusting of iron, rotting of fruit are the examples of chemical change, because it is a permanent change and new substances is formed. When wood is burned, food is cooked, rusting of iron and rotting of fruit are the permanent change. So that's why it is called it as chemical change. So what do you mean by chemical reaction? So what are the importance of the chemical reaction? So let us see about that. So here chemical reactions means the transformation of chemical substance into another chemical substance. The transformation of chemical substance into another chemical substance, so it is called it as chemical reaction. Or a chemical reaction is a process where the reactants get converted into products which may be under an influence of a catalyst. So, how the the chemical reactions will be and takes place? So let us see through the example. For example, our magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen. Here magnesium oxide is formed. Magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen. Magnesium oxide is formed. So this shows that here magnesium oxide when magnesium ribbon is burns with oxygen, magnesium oxide is formed. Here chemical reactions will be and takes place. So when magnesium ribbon burns, a white dazzling flame changes into white powder. So this powder is magnesium oxide, and it is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. So that's why to easily identify that here chemical reaction will takes place. That's why easily know that here chemical reaction will be and takes place. Here same as when zinc is reacts with sulfuric acid, here zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. Here zinc is reacts with sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is liberated. So that's why easily know that here chemical reactions will be and takes place. Here question is arise. What happen when magnesium ribbon is one with oxygen? It is very important question in your examination. What happen when magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen? Or what happen when a zinc granules reacts with dilute sulfuric acid? So when magnesium ribbon burns with oxygen, magnesium oxide is formed. It is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. So how to know the chemical reactions will be and takes place? Here to see the signs of the chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is identified by these four factors. Here change in state, change in color, evolution of gas and change in temperature. When these factors you have to see to easily know that a chemical reactions will takes place. When change in state, change in color, evolution of gas and change in temperature is the signs of chemical reaction. And then chemical equation. Here chemical equations means it is the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction. Chemical equations means symbolic representation of a chemical reaction. Here when we write the chemical equation, so instead of the word, so you use the symbols. Instead of the word, we use the symbols. So here observe the equation. Mg plus O2, MgO. Here Mg means magnesium and O2 means oxygen. Mg means magnesium, O2 means oxygen. And MgO means magnesium oxide. So instead of the word, we use the symbols. So when a magnesium ribbon is burnt with oxygen, it gets converted into magnesium oxide. So this description is quite long. So it can be written into a shorter form. The simplest way to write the equation. So instead of the word, we use the symbols and write the equation Mg plus O2 MgO. And another point is here reactants are right into the left hand side with a plus sign and the products are right into the right hand side. Here Mg plus O2 are reactants and MgO are products. Mg plus O2 are reactants. So these reactants are right into the left hand side. And MgO are products, and these products are right into the right hand side. And arrow head point you have to see in between the reactants and products. So the arrow head points towards the products and shows the direction of the reaction. Arrowhead points towards the products and shows the direction of the reaction. So how to write a chemical equation? So chemical equation can be made more concise and useful if we use chemical formulae instead of words. We use the chemical formulae instead of words. So here magnesium Mg and oxygen O2 and magnesium oxide MgO. Simply to write the equation. A chemical equation represents a chemical reaction. If you recall the formula of magnesium, oxygen and magnesium oxide, and the equation can be written as Mg plus O2 MgO. Here observe this equation. A chemical equation represents a chemical reaction. If you recall formula of magnesium, oxygen and magnesium oxide, the word equation can be written as Mg plus O2 MgO, simply to write the equation instead of the words or sentence. And then balancing a chemical equation. Balancing a chemical equation or reaction. So recall the law of conservation of mass that you have studied in the class 9th. Recall the law of conservation of mass that you have studied in the class 9. So mass can neither be created and nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Mass can neither be created and nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. So to balance the chemical equation, first we draw the boxes around each formula and do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equations. To balance a chemical equation, first draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. And list the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. Start balancing the compound that contains the maximum number of atoms. It may be reactants or product. In that compound, select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. Select the maximum number of atoms on the compound. Here, finally, to check the correctness of the balanced equation, we count the atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. Here, observe this equation. 2H2 plus O2. Hydrogen reacts with oxygen. Water is formed. H2O. What is the molecular formula of water? The molecular formula of water is H2O. How H2O is formed? Hydrogen reacts with oxygen. Here water is formed. H2O is formed. This equation is balanced or not? So let us check that. So here 2H2 hydrogen reacts with oxygen. So here water is formed. So how many atoms are present in hydrogen? 4 atoms are present in hydrogen. 2 into 2. 2 2s are Four hydrogen atoms are present in hydrogen. And how many atoms are present in oxygen? 2 atoms are present in oxygen. In products, how many atoms are present in hydrogen? 4 atoms are present in hydrogen. 2 into 2, 2 twos are 4 hydrogen atoms are present in oxygen. And 2 atoms are present in oxygen. Here these two implies the hydrogen and oxygen. Here this equation is balanced. So this equation is balanced because number of atoms are present on both sides are same. Here in reactants 4 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms, and same as in products also 4 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. So this equation is balanced. Here what do you mean by balanced chemical equation? Number of atoms of each element is same on both sides of the arrow is called balanced chemical equation. Number of atoms same on both sides of the arrow is called balanced chemical equation. Here in hydrogen and oxygen, in both reactants and products, number of atoms are same. So this equation is balanced. When the number of atoms or the mass of atoms is not the same on both sides of the equation, so such a chemical equation is a skeletal chemical equation. Dear students, note down the point here. Here question is arise. What is skeletal chemical equation? All of you observe and note that the point. Skeletal chemical equation. Here, skeletal chemical equations means the mass is not the same on both sides of the equation. Such a chemical equation is a skeletal chemical equation. For example, Mg plus O2 MgO. This equation is balanced? No, this equation is not balanced because number of atoms on both sides are not same. Here magnesium oxide contains only one atom and oxygen contains two atoms. Here magnesium oxide contains only one atom. So here in magnesium 1, in oxygen 2. In magnesium oxide only one atom contains in products. So this equation is unbalanced because the number of atoms on both sides are not the same. When the mass is not the same on both sides of the equation, so such a chemical equation is a skeletal chemical equation. Very important point. So a balanced chemical equations means the number of atoms of each element is same on both sides. So that's the equation is called balanced chemical equation. That's the equation is called balanced chemical equation. And then to take a chemical equation more informative, the physical states of the reactants and products are mentioned along the chemical formula. The gases, liquid, aqueous and solid states of reactants and products are represented by the notations. Here gases means G, liquid means L, aqueous means AQ and solid means S respectively. Here the word aqueous is written in the reactant or product when it is present a solution in water. Okay. Dear students, today we shall discuss about the importance of chemical reaction, chemical equation and how to balance the chemical equation. Thank you.